back in the day. The worst of the—
Hey guys, today I've got some seriously underrated anime recommendations for you all. We're diving into some hidden gems where the main character is secretly overpowered, at least keeps their powers under wraps for a while. These anime aren't exactly on everyone's radar, but they're 100% worth checking out, if you haven't seen them yet. So let's get right into it. A certain dude's VRMMO adventure if you've ever wanted to just chill in an MMO world instead of grinding and battling. You'll love this. The protagonist picks peaceful trades like alchemy and crafting, just wanting a relaxing game life. But surprise, those so-called boring jobs end up being absurdly powerful. Before long, he's outclassing hardcore players while just trying to mind his own business. It's laid back, funny, and sneaky strong. Codebreaker. This throwback from 2012 still holds up if you're into cold-blooded anti-heroes. The protagonist uses blue flames to incinerate wrongdoers without hesitation, all in the name of justice. A girl from his school tries to understand and possibly change him, but his methods? Not exactly hero material. It's a gritty, morally gray ride with stylish action.
Oi.
I got a cheat skill in another. Let's start with Yui, a guy who's been mistreated all his life for being overweight and different. From his classmates at a top-tier school, his only support system, his grandfather passes away. But that's when things take a wild turn. Yuya discovers a mysterious portal in his grandfather's house that leads to another world, where he suddenly gains insane powers, a completely new look, and the ability to fight monsters for cash, which he can actually spend in the real world. It's part fantasy, part slice of life, and all-around entertaining. Unquitting Hiroa happens when the world's strongest hero defeats the Demon Lord, and then gets kicked out of society for being too powerful. That's exactly what happens to Leo. With no job and no purpose, he tries to join the Demon Lord's army, the very one he destroyed. Of course, they're not exactly thrilled to see him. Now he has to prove he's more than just a weapon of mass destruction. My instant death ability is so overpowered, this one's for fans of over-that-power fantasies. Our main guy, Yoguri, is practically invisible to his classmates until their whole class gets transported to a fantasy realm. Unbeknownst to them, Yoguri has an ability so broken it can wipe out anything instantly. He doesn't even need to try. There's zero suspense, zero threats. It's all about watching him casually flex his powers while everyone else scrambles to survive.
Stand down. Calm down. Stop this. There's no reason to fight.
Nanbaka, talk about an underrated gem. Nanbaka takes place in a prison, but it's anything but serious. Packed with comedy, action, and a colorful cast of characters constantly trying to escape. This show blends ridiculous fun with surprisingly emotional moments, and yes, the main character is hiding a major power that comes into play later. Saijaku Muhai no Bahamut, Undefeated Bahamut Chronicle. Remember this one? A supposed weak transfer student joins an all-girls academy where he's instantly challenged to a duel by a strong-willed girl. Turns out, he's actually a former prince and way more powerful than he lets on. As he gains popularity and a harem, the show mixes action, fantasy, and romance in classic fashion.
Everyone has someone that cherishes them the way you cherish me.
Sakamoto Days, and finally, we've got Sakamoto Days' story about a former top-tier hitman who's now a chubby, lovable convenience store owner with a family. But the past doesn't forget him. Old enemies come knocking, and Sakamoto is forced to defend his quiet life, using every deadly skill he still has. It's hilarious, action-packed, and surprisingly wholesome. Talentless Nana. Now imagine being a powerless student, surrounded by super-powered kids at a remote school. That's Nana. Or so it seems. Turns out she's a covert agent sent to eliminate the students one by one, without them suspecting a thing. She fakes having abilities and uses pure strategy to outwit her classmates. It's like an anime version of Among Us, full of deception, suspense, and shocking twists. The Unwanted Undead Adventurer, here's a fantasy tale with a twist. A struggling adventurer named Rent gets killed by a dragon only to come back as a lowly undead creature. Determined to reclaim his humanity, he fights monsters, levels up, and works his way back from the bottom. It's dark, intriguing, and oddly inspiring. And that's a wrap on today's list. If you found something new to watch, hit that like button and consider subscribing so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.